What if the demons in Demon Slayer kept their memories? Yeah, you might be wondering, well, how would this even affect the story? I mean, would this change anything at all? I mean, did they really lose their memories, or is it something else? Well, this what if is a little bit different than your normal what if you see from me, because this is an idea I saw in my comment section, but after contemplating on it quite a bit, I realized that demons are a little bit different than I thought it would be, because it's not as simple as demons keeping their memories. Now, I will speak on the fact that what would have occurred if every single last demon did keep their memories, and all of their memories in totality. Now, a lot of the demons have some tragic pasts. Now, does that mean those tragic pasts would matter to the mindset of the demon? Well, we already know the answer to that said question. It already does affect it. But how much would it affect it if they knew everything or remembered everything? Well, in my opinion, a lot of the demons that became demons wouldn't be able to cope with the idea of them killing, and the idea of more or less being the demon they are normally in canon. Yes, Akaza would be one of those demons that I have in mind. Akaza had a pretty interesting past, and a sad one at that, and there is no denying that he eventually found peace in death itself. But here's the thing. A lot of the memories were suppressed, and that's where I want to talk about, because there's a lot of demons out there that they had suppressed memories, and if they had all their memories, they just straight up would not become demons. They would most likely or end up just kind of portraying quote unquote Muzan, and we know what that will end up being. That means you're dead. If you betray Muzan after accepting his blood and after becoming a demon, you die. And even so, they most likely go through the process of being a demon and eventually perish nonetheless. Because, well, a lot of these demons do have backstories and a lot of things that they remember as their past that is tragic, don't get me wrong, very sad. But a lot of them would not be able to deal with the ideas that they have to do now and forever because of being a demon. But this, like I said, is not like your normal what if, because I want to speak on why the demons even lose their memories. Now, let's talk about the very first reason why they lose their memories, and the more, I guess, logical reason you could say. Well, like I said before, coping with murdering or eating a ton of humans is something that demons have to deal with. And yes, just because you're a demon doesn't mean you're mentally kind of checked out entirely. Yeah, we've seen some primal demons, but we've also seen some demons that are very, well, kind of put together. And those demons who devour humans still have to cope with the idea that they have to eat what they once were to actually survive. Yeah, so when all of the memories rush through their brain on the brink of death, basically their life flashing before their eyes, there's a reason why the demons are so accepting of being perished. And at least not all of them are, but the mass majority are. They are okay with dying to a certain extent once they see the lights that they follow into the afterlife. But that's just one idea, coping with the idea that you have to kill and eat, so they repress all of these memories that they once were humans, and they completely put them away entirely. But let's talk about another reason why the demons, well, most likely could not keep their memories, and that is just length of time. We know that demons are vastly different than humans in terms of their lifespan. Their lifespans are way greater than a human, and those who live hundreds of years would obviously forget what is happening. And I truly believe, just like humans, we forget our keys sometimes, our wallet, or where's my phone, where's the hat that is on my head. Literally, these are the things that humans do already, so no doubt if a demon lives hundreds of years, not having a conceptualization of time, there's a good chance that the demons would straight up not remember things, would straight up forget things that happened in their past that happened so long ago and seem so minuscule in the grand scheme of things. Now, you may be thinking that these two ideas, I mean, yeah, logically speaking, yeah, it makes sense, but why would it be logical in Demon Slayer? Why would you maintain logic in the act of Demon Slayer? So I was thinking, what other reason would be that would allow them to eliminate their memories entirely, or at least put them so suppressed that they forget who they truly were? Well, I think we can point directly to the one and only Muzan. If Muzan is able to implement blood, giving powers that is ungodly, and on top of that, giving them the ability to regenerate, live forever, but still have vulnerability to the sun, who says that Muzan can't creep into their brains, utilize his own blood to manipulate the brains within their own head, and actually force them to repress and forget what happened entirely, maybe manipulating parts of the brain so that they truly believe that what they're doing is not only right and necessary, but also forgetting the past that would have influenced them no matter what. And you might be saying, well, he wouldn't repress everything, and you'd be right. He doesn't repress everything. We've seen that demons have certain fragments of their memories. I mean, Akaza actually refuses to eat women, so that is an obvious fragment of his memories that he has within himself, but he doesn't remember his whole spiel. He doesn't remember everything about his life, about the marriage, and about his learnings of martial arts, and the person that taught him, his sensei, the father-in-law that he wanted so badly, and the torture that he went through. But we all know that it's all about what happens at the very end, right before you became a demon. Akaza was being beat, senseless, tortured, and then eventually he became a demon himself, and that was, in a way, a perfect time for Akaza to truly become a demon. Muzan creeping into his mind, repressing all of the good memories that he once had, and bringing out all of the bad ones, all of the horrible things that the humans did. But it seems just a little bit of those fragments, the woman-loving fragments that Akaza was and had back when he was younger, began to creep in as well. And these are just ideas that more or less Akaza just knows on the top of his head. They're not fully out and about within his memory bank, but a lot of it is suppressed. Like I said, there's a good chance that Muzan himself is able to repress these memories and more or less hold them back and only bring forward what he wants to bring forward. So I want to circle back around. I brought up all these ideas about the reasons why the demons don't keep their memories or haven't kept their memories entirely, but we all know that this what if idea is, what if the demons did keep their memories? And like I said before, well, a lot of the demons just most likely wouldn't exist. Or I wanted to leave this for the end for those who were listening throughout this entire spiel, or the demons would be far more brutal. Far more brutal. Now, you might be wondering, how would this make sense? How does having and keeping their memories make them even more brutal? Well, here's the thing. If you are a demon, let's say you are a demon, you became a demon, and you had a tragic past, but you remember your mother that cared for you, or your father that cared for you, or maybe a random person that cared for you, and the people that really loved you back before you became a demon. But still, even with those memories, with that full totality of remembering all of the people that loved you, but still remembering those who hurt you, and you decide that you will follow the path of hurt instead of love, then it's obvious that it will breed demons that are far more sadistic, far more brutal, and far more strong. Now, you may be thinking, okay, I get what you're saying, but how would that really guarantee that? And you're right, I can't guarantee that these demons would do so, But we all know that Muzan has a crazy control over these demons, an insane amount of control. So the fact that he would find these people, utilizing their memories, what they had in their past, finding the perfect demons. At the end of the day, Doma himself was kind of shunned by Muzan in a way. Muzan didn't like Doma that much, but knew that Doma was a big part of his giant plan, and Doma had a motivation to devour humans, even though it was, based around how beautiful they truly were. But still, Doma is one of the most sadistic, terrifying, horrible demons out there, and they would have a lot more of Doma, because a lot of the demons would be okay with casting aside their morals, casting aside everything they had in their past, even though it's right at the back of their heads, telling them that everything they're doing is wrong, but they don't listen to the voice of reason. And when there is no voice of reason, when there is no angel and devil on your shoulder and only devil, it makes for demons that are far, far more terrifying, and people in general that are far, far more terrifying. With that said, I would love to hear what you think about this idea. What would have happened if the demons kept their memories in totality, and what would have happened, well, to all the rest of the cast? Like I said, this isn't your normal what if. It's more of a rant / breakdown kind of in a way. And I would love to hear what you guys have to think about why the demons have suppression of memories. And yeah, that's really all I got to say. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment down below, all that good stuff. And I hope all y'all have an amazing day. Later.